Lexi, and welcome again to my senior capstone project about creative spaces and their greater impact on the Philadelphia community. Now, I have here Oliver Vecellio, and
What's up?
and Oliver here is the creative director at the Creator Studio at Dorn's Life here at Drexel University. So I just want to ask you, go more into detail about, how you got into your position and your role here and, your impact here at the Creator Studio within your role.
Definitely. So I think within the last year, I think I've really realized that I have a purpose and I have an obligation to foster and create community. I've been a musician my entire life, and over the summer I got reached out to by the head of Drexel University's neighborhood partnerships to activate this space. So we can kind of get more into the trajectory of what the Creator Studio is and what it represents. But I've been working here for the last 4 months, putting so much love and passion into this space, and really just helping bring the creative visions of Philadelphians to life.
Yes, that's great.
That's great. Broad overview, but we'll get more niche with it.
Yeah, so. we'll tailor down soon. But I did want to start off. So I know the Creator Studio has been around since around 2016, correct? Mm-hmm. And there's not that many students that know about it. So how is the studio staff, including yourself, working to expand exposure to other students and community members?
Definitely. So one thing that's incredible about the Creator Studio is this incredible campus that we're part of. So the Dorn's Life Center is Drexel University's Center for Neighborhood Partnerships. So it's the Dorn's Life Center for Neighborhood Partnerships. So there are 30 community organizations that operate out of this campus full-time. Anybody in Philadelphia, regardless of where you're kind of coming from, you can get approved to use a space within this campus. So to really engage more of the community, specifically in letting people know about the resources we have here, because we've been having these incredible events.
Yes,
which Lexi has been such a big part of. So we've had 2 open mics so far. We've had 2 cyphers, producer, rapper, lyricist cyphers. So a bunch of producers pulled up with their beats, a bunch of rappers pulled up with the bars, and we all just come together. We're out on the courtyard, I'm on the 1s and 2s, spinning in all the beats together. So it's just been really incredible. And not only do we have all these incredible tools here, but we have a incredible space to come together. And I think that, really all we need is a space, you know what I mean? So I think we're all just feeling so incredibly grateful that we have a place where we feel welcome and a place where we feel we can be creatively free.
Creatively free, yes, I love that. And it does, in fact, feel that way since I've been here. But, like you mentioned, this is supposed to be a safe space where people can kind of utilize the equipment and learn how to engineer their own music, as well as learning how to be in the industry. So how does the staff work to kind of maintain the ambiance that the studio wants to capture? And does it ever get difficult to maintain, this being a free studio space?
Definitely. So I don't want to get too into that, because I think that the trajectory of kind of how I've been operating the space in a free studio, that's not very heard of, you know what I mean?
Yes, not at all.
And I think we really had, so when I started activating this space, it was called the Community Recording Facility. It was being used about once or twice a month for local workshops, but it was very underutilized. So I came in start of the summer, did a whole rebrand, made an Instagram account, made a new logo, and a new kind of brand ethos, and printed out a bunch of flyers and started just going around passing them out to everybody. And the word got around West Philly about this free studio. So it was this incredible thing of just everybody was coming in. It was before I was still working out kind of liability and rules and regulations. Anybody could come in. We had 10-year-olds cooking up on GarageBand, rapping over, freestyling, and then we had our more mature 7-year-old friends in the isolation booth recording their audiobooks. And over the summer, this is incredible, just amalgamation of all sorts of ages and people of vast, backgrounds and different, especially different creative mediums, which I think is one thing that is so incredible about this space, is that it's really for everybody: musicians, visual artists, filmers, screenwriters, just this kind of new wave of digital media that we are a part of, that we're first generation that has this amount of, assets to utilize, like these new digital resources, this new kind of generation of creativity can all be explored within this space right here. So
exactly, and it's free and open to everyone, which I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that you're also an engineer and a DJ yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you gain from this experience in working with other students and community youth that come into the studio?
Yeah, I think for me it's been just incredible being able to be that kind of intermediary, to allowing people to, you have an idea, you have an idea in your head, you have an idea in your heart, and how are we able to, we're told, oh, I need a big studio to do that, oh, I need tens of thousands of dollars to bring that vision to life. It's like, well, actually, no, you just have to go to 35th and Spring Garden and connect with your creator's studio, and we can see it might not be that big grand vision, but we can definitely take that next stepping stone. For my personal artistry, it's just been incredible. Like, I've got, so I'm an artist and I've got music out, perform on a regular, and over the last 2 years I've been putting so much love into that and building my digital art, and it's Avi, O-B-V-I, check me out. DJ Avi is my DJ genre, but Avi is my music. And I make my it's pretty much fully holistically, a manifestation of myself in the music. I produce everything in my entire discography. I made all the art in my entire discography, and having, I didn't. It was all very kind of abstract and very out of passion and out of love, and coming into this space and having the opportunity to rebrand and kind of, redevelop the space, putting all of these, those hours I spent on Premiere just making my videos and, in Illustrator cooking up and, putting that into a more, approachable sense,
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. It's been super cool kind of, seeing how all of my own passions and, expertise have been able to amalgamate within developing and directing this space. So it's been I tell you, it's been the most fulfilling work I've ever done. And I'm so incredibly grateful. I definitely want to get into some stories of some creators and some of the things that we've accomplished over the summer.
Yeah.
But let's go on to the next question. Let's see.
Yeah. So
the tangent happens.
So I do want to ask, what do you think other experienced artists could gain from using the Creator Studio in comparison to a session that they have to pay for at some other large company?
Yeah.
Place,
I think the main thing is it's all about who you meet, and it's this space is so dope because any single time you come in, who you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's new people that come in every single day, and not only do we have this creative hub, but we also have Eat Right Philly right next door, and we have the Beach Lab, and we have the Community Wellness Hub upstairs, and countless organizations that come in every single day, and you're able to really connect with people that are striving for community. And I think that our music and our artistry is great, but being able to connect that to something bigger than ourselves, bigger than just this is hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's been, I think that's just an incredible thing about just being around here. It's just you're able to connect with so many like-minded people, all different ages, all different passions, all different mediums. We have Writer's Room that operates out, and they're, big fans of Writer's Room.
Yes, you had the collab with them, I remember that.
All sorts of poetry and, a lot of spoken word, and they're here twice a week, and, we're really able just to kind of see what else is out there, and as hopefully I haven't even describing myself as a musician or an artist, I've just been saying community builder. You know what I mean? It's So
If
if
it
that
feels
draws,
good,
yeah, that's
yeah.
really good to you. But yeah, for
That's
sure.
nice. It's awesome. Yeah, so that's great. So I do kind of also want to, I guess, obviously the studio is used to make music, but how do creatives that don't necessarily make music utilize the space, or how can they utilize the space? Because I know you mentioned there's people of different mediums. I mean, now that we kind of covered that, can we go into those stories a little bit?
Yeah. Could you read the question one more time? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, how do people besides the artists that make music, how do they utilize the creator's studio to, put their craft out there, learn, and pretty much put their work out there for the people to listen to?
Yeah, real rap. I'm gonna start with this story, and this is something that I would like. I'm incredibly grateful to have been a part of this. But we had an incredible lady come in, Eva, and she recently lost her mother a couple years ago. And her mother, every single day, she would come home and she would record herself on these micro VHS tapes, micro cassette tapes. That is way before our time. Like they're interesting, and it's like you can't really find them anywhere. And she came in and was, heard about the studio and was wondering, like, I've got all these lists, and I haven't heard my mother's voice since she passed away. Wow, yeah, we can help you with that here. So we reached out to, looked online, found a micro VHS tape player, and then she came in with all her cassettes, and then we were able to sit down. And we converted all of those cassettes and all of her mother's recordings to a digital format.
Wow.
And she's able to have them forever and share them and express them with everybody. So
that's really beautiful.
And that's like, she's not a musician, you know what I mean? She's just coming in like, kind of a more niche vision. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we.
No, I mean, I think that's beautiful that, people can come here not just because, I want to create something, I want to be an artist, this and the third. They can literally use this for small, intimate things that they need, or even just things for school and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
It's a place for them to come down and feel like I can get my work done, I can be productive
here. Exactly.
That's nice.
And another big thing that we're able to accomplish here is all of these desktops have full Adobe Suite access. So local businesses have been coming in. I've helped film commercials and do full logos and making like flyers and things of that nature. And it's just been awesome. The more people that come in, the more people that are here to help, and the more people that come in, the more the word spreads around. The more things that are created within the creator studio. It's just been this incredible just network that keeps building and building and going and going. So
that's amazing. Yeah. That's really amazing.
Yeah, it's super tight.
So I want to touch more on the youth. So I mean, have you noticed a difference in the youth that come into the studio regularly from being able to express their artistic talents?
Yeah.
How have you realized that transition with them?
There's everybody. I'm saying everybody in this world needs an outlet, and that could really be anything. But having all of our minds, all of our thoughts, and all of our emotions, and all of the barriers that we come with, and all the traumas that we face, and having that stay inside, it's not good for anybody.
I get that. I definitely get that.
This space we've really seen like giving this community and giving the youth an outlet to productively face negativity in their life, and a trauma-informed creative passion is unlike anything. But it's been incredible. I think it's like we've been partnering with Belmont Charter School, and they've been coming, Charter High School Stripes program, and they've been coming in every Friday. And we have conversations, and everybody gets on the desktop and records a little something. But it's been really great. That's something that is just so special about this space, is allowing you to come and see that you can make music too, you can create too.
That's awesome. I love that. I mean, I feel like more and more youth can use spaces like this, you know what I I really enjoyed that. But I guess now I can ask, like, we know the Creator Studio is supposed to be a safe space for creative use, but how would you guide someone during their first time in the studio? I mean, you being the director, someone that's first time coming in here, how do you get them to be comfortable using the space, be comfortable being able to use the equipment and learn about, everything that this Creative Studio has to offer?
Definitely. I think first thing is just come vibe with us. Like, literally, just come and get in here. Like, the most incredible, passionate, and critical people I've been meeting in this space and have been coming into this space, and I feel like the vulnerability that we're able to have, and it's always kind of cool, like, seeing the conversations that we're able to have in this space of just being around a lot of like-minded folks. And I think that, like, that's the main thing, you know what I mean? It's the community aspect of it, and building this full spectrum of understanding we are all one, we are all together, and, like, we're stronger together than we are apart, you know what I mean? But first time creative, like, just come vibe out. We're gonna be having, like, an event. I think is always a great kind of introduction, and the vision is to keep having more weekly workshops. But I think just come stop on by, and you can get registered and instantly just start cooking up, and just feel the presence in here. You don't have to have anything in mind. Just see what you feel drawn to. Let the passion lead.
Yeah, get into those events a little bit. How can people from the community contribute and get involved in these kinds of things? You can use an example. You can maybe just give some tips on, like, as a creative director, like, how you think people would, from the community, how you would want the community to be able to work together. But yeah, like, how can people contribute to these events and, make them bigger and better and expand more?
Bring your love. That's really what it is. It's just come. Like, I think presence is just the most important thing. And I wish I could say more, but presence. I think that is the most valuable thing in all of life. Is being present and just coming in, and just regardless of exactly what you're coming in with or what you're having, and you'll find somebody to chat with, and you'll find somebody to connect with, and, like, we all go and kick it after, we all go and, there's an open mic after we close tonight, so we're all gonna be heading over to that, and it's like, there's just so many opportunities just to really love, learn, listen, and understand, you know what I mean, and create, so.
There you go. Now, my last question is going to be, what does the studio have planned in the future? And, just to further pretty much expand its impact, what does this Creator Studio have in the future? Is there anything that the people can expect? Is there anything new, maybe events that you have, ideas, workshops that you want to add to this? But what does the Creator Studio have planned for the future?
Everything in all. Partnerships on partnerships on partnerships. That is really what I'm super excited with, is continuing to collaborate with other community organizations. So keep your eyes out, keep your eyes open if you hear about the Creator Studio. Come and chop it up with us, come and say what's up. But the future of the Creator Studio is looking incredibly bright. I have a lot of ambitions of really connecting this space to the greater Westfall community at Drexel, our School of Media Arts and Design. I have ambitions of connecting with the Hip Hop Museum up in Brooklyn. And these are all just connections that are just waiting to continue to happen. So, but I'm so excited, bringing in incredibly accomplished speakers to come in and put us on game, and bringing in more and more mentors and people to look up to and just give us guidance on how to navigate this industry. And we're all told that doing what we love is unconventional, but we're all here to give each other that reminder that it's not, we're living our life the way we should be. So.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Now, I always like to close off with a fun fact before going into my little outro. But I got a little fun question. So, What is your life motto? What is a saying that you think that you like to stand by?
Oh, that's such a hard question, Lexi.
I know you have a lot of little phrases you like, but just choose one. It could be anyone, even at random.
Take a deep breath. That's how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. Just take a deep breath.
Yes, take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Oliver,
much love,
for doing this interview with me. And guys, this is the conclusion of this episode. Much more to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.